Hello everybody, and welcome back to Pravus Gaming and more Civilization 5 Community Balance, playing as the Mayans. Alright, so with Germany out of the way, we kind of need to figure out what to do from here. I really don't much care for Cologne's placement. I'm not sure why the AI did this. I guess this was the closest they could get without being too close to the city-states and still be on a river, but I would have preferred to have had you in a location that would have surely gotten the sugar and the sheep and everything else, maybe a coastal city, but they didn't. So, oh well, not much I can do about it. In the meantime, though, now we do have the Fountain of Youth. We do have a monopoly on sugar. We should get one on salt soon. Let's see. Why do I not have the monopoly on salt already, I wonder? Oh, right. I think I need to get this particular tile. So I don't think I'm going to get that until I do. I could annex the city, and then I could purchase the salt. That would help me get the, what am I trying to say? Monopoly. A heck of a lot faster. It's not a bad idea, but I don't know yet. We'll have to see about that. In the meantime, yeah, we did manage to chase down a worker that was hiding all the way down here in the tundra. We should probably go ahead and send them back home ASAP. You will need to come over here. There we go. All of our cities should be connected and getting us a reasonable amount of science. We're currently generating almost 50 per turn, which is not bad at this point in the game. So I feel pretty decent about that. We'll have a unit garrisoned in pretty much every city, I think. And that should help deal with some local crime. Impoverished, boring. We need to get some more followers. Where is Eastern Orthodoxy? Is there another player hidden over here or something? Because somewhere down the line, I'm getting Eastern Orthodox pressure, and I don't see an Eastern Orthodox nation anywhere. No, I take that back. Egypt. Okay. Konya, Buenos Aires, Elephantine? So why is your pressure is getting all the way down here? That's weird. Well, once we are able to, we need to get some missionaries, and we will try to spread our faith around as much as is possible. We do have yet another Mayan long count bonus to work with. We could go for the Great Merchant. We could go for the Admiral, go for a writer, musician. I mean, at some point, we're going to run out of people that we can get. Do we want to go for the merchant? That would let us build a town. Town could be kind of good. Where would I want to put it, though? I don't know yet. I'm not sure where I would want to put a town. For the time being, let's just get ourselves a great writer. I will use this to get myself a great work of some sort. Or I actually don't have any slots for that. Interesting. I could instead get a political treaty. But that would only get me 97 culture, so you know what? I guess that guy's not as useful as I thought. Let's go ahead and start up a trade route with Belgrade if we can, because, well, actually Kuala Lumpur wants one as well. Some people want trade routes now. We can't trade with Belgrade, so I guess we'll trade with Kuala Lumpur. What do we get out of that? 51 influence. That's amazing, actually. Oh, heck yeah. Heck yeah. We'll definitely do that. This catapult can get upgraded. We will make you better against cities for the time being. Why don't you go to Tikal? You go to Hamburg. You Atlatlis can be even better against the wounded units. Why don't you come over to my capital as well? Just defend on the off chance, you know, maybe the Egyptians decide they want to be a little bit stupid. It could happen. Alternatively, we could try to defend some of these city-states, which would also be worth some extra influence. You know, it's not a bad idea. You know what? Yeah, I kind of like that. Atlatlis being against wounded units should be extremely powerful. We'll send a couple down this direction instead. Fix that next turn. This horseman will come up this direction. This worker will come up this direction. It's going to take him a while, but he should be able to do it. Okie dokie do. So we're 3 turns away from getting education. I, again, want to focus as much on some science as possible. I could get a writer's guild. I could get a market. I could get an amphitheater. What do we need in Palenque? Let's see. Religious divisions. So we're actually doing pretty well here. The city is dangerous, you say. You want more followers. I could get an emissary, but there's not a lot of point in doing that right yet, and I'll tell you why in just a second. First, let me pick out a market, followed by an amphitheater, I think. So the reason that there's no point in getting an emissary right now is because last time I picked up statecraft as a new policy branch, and the result being of such that the resting point for all influence is now 20. So Belgrade, for example, has 4 right now. It's ticking up to 20. If I were to use an emissary, I'd go up to 40, and then it would start ticking down. Whereas if I wait 20 turns or so, get it up to 20, then use an emissary, I would have 60, and then it would start ticking down. So I'm not that desperate for an ally right now, and I don't want to waste the value of 3 production turns, so let's not worry too much about doing that right now. Alright, next turn. At least that is my thought process on that. I think it makes some level of sense. Losing grasp on Quebec City. I didn't realize that we actually had any grasp over them to begin with, but that's good. Let's see, we'll have you heal. Actually, no, you come down here. There we go. You come down here. You are fine where you are. We'll go ahead and set up a catapult right in here in Hamburg. Send you over to Tikal. There we go. And we still have too many generals. You go here, you go here. I don't know what to do with these yet. I still haven't figured it out, really. Is there anything that I would want to build a town on in the future, though? I'm not really seeing anything that, like, jumps out at me. I mean, I could always build it on, like, the sugar or something, but these are already improved resources. I don't know. We've managed to grab up the Great Barrier Reef in Tikal. That's good. We have laborers? Why? No. Work the... Why would you... Why would I want to have a laborer making 1 production when I can work the Great Barrier Reef, get 4 food, 2 hammers, 3 gold, and 2 science? I don't understand why it's doing laborers at all. Laborers are not good. That's only if you have no other choice. Dummies? Alright, as it is, the rest of this looks kind of okay. I'm going to switch over to a default focus. We are now taking advantage of a handful of specialists, which is probably an okay thing. No other tiles that I see here that are absolutely necessary to work that aren't already being worked, so that's good. We're about to finish with education. Good. Angkor Wat has been built. The Greeks are now at peace with the Mongolians. Alright. Let's see. Hello. Samarkand is having a very rough time, in fact. Let's see. Cross that river. There we go. New technology. We have the medieval era. What should we go for? Civil service would allow us to get better diplomatic units, which I don't necessarily care about. The workshops are okay. They're not quite as good as they used to be. Better in forests and jungles, though, of which I should have a number of those. However, moving towards something like machinery unlocks crossbows, or physics, which improves the academies. Machu Picchu, circus, skirmishers, trebuchets. Theology, the Grand Temple. I don't really know what's best in this case. Because we don't have much of stuff that, like, will take advantage of the stable, for example. I don't really need compass. Exploration doesn't do a lot for me. I mean, I guess getting some additional trade routes isn't a bad idea. Better farms, maybe? And embassies? I guess we move towards civil service. We'll have to get masonry first. Vassalage. I can now create vassals. Hey, Greece. I think it's very unlikely. But, would you like to become a vassal? No. Okay, you got anything else worth trading, though? I got plenty of sugar. I don't know if you know. You can't give me any gold because you got nothing. How about some paper? Nope, okay. Goodbye. Let's talk to Ethiopia. Why are you hostile to me? Oh, because I'm a warmonger. Right, right. Would you like to have some salt and give me, let's say, I don't know, 7 gold? Nope, not quite that much. 5? 5 is pretty good. Do that, please. Thank you. The more trade routes we have, probably the better. He's hostile to me. Now everyone's mad at me. They weren't mad at me before, but now they're all angry at me for being a warmonger. Make up your mind, you dang idiots. Well, that's not good. If Ethiopia and the Ottomans decide they want to cause problems for me, I might be in trouble. They have a lot of cities. 4 cities. 3 over here. I don't even know where their capital is. None of these are their capital. They've expanded quite a bit. Surprises me a little bit. Yeah, I need to get some allies, if possible. I also need to start annexing some of these cities as soon as possible as well. Great Lighthouse has been built. He wants my paper. Nope, that is my paper. I might need that. Thank you, though. Appreciate your interest. Most dazzling cities. Everybody's got some level of tourism except for me. Masonry is done. Good. Access to the watermill and to the arena. And faster movements on roads. Sounds pretty nice. Let's get these atlatlists in position. You go ahead and set up and then go on alert. These horsemen will come back into friendly territory. These workers, I'm just going to set them to auto work. And they'll automatically figure out what they should be doing. In Tikal. Could get you a well, and that's not a bad idea. Shrine, barracks, university would not do a lot for you right now. Anything that's good with fish? I don't think so. Why would you want a stoneworks? Oh, right, I forgot. That does work with the salt, doesn't it? Parthenon. Get a well, followed by a shrine and a barracks. Those are all going to be required, I think. Doop, 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 doop. City connection has been established with Cologne again. Nice. That should remove some disconnect from them and also give me some more money and some science. We're now up to 80. Once you're done with this amphitheater, what would it take in order to get me? Well, first off, we can get a mosque. That's worth some extra science and faith. I like that. So let's do that. University would get me, what? 3 science. Would reduce illiteracy. 33% of the science of the city as an instant boost when a citizen is born. So it's a much better version of the council, basically. Yeah, get that, followed by a watermill. And the reason, maybe we want to get walls at some point too. That's a higher priority then. The reason this is so important, I think, that we get these things that, like the university that has boosts whenever you get new citizens, is because with the sugar monopoly, and hopefully soon a salt monopoly, I'm going to have so much growth, so many citizens, that I want to get these bonuses as early as possible. At least that is my thought process. You want an embassy, Portugal? Sure. I am okay with that. I am really hoping that nobody dares to attack me in the near future. Let's go ahead and attack these barbarians. That should make Samarkand a fair bit happier with me. They're at war with Laventa, apparently. I thought Laventa was up here. Laventa's way over here. I don't know why you two would be at war. I see very little point to that, but okay. You want me to destroy a barbarian camp. This one, huh? Sure. Let's go ahead and send the Atlas down this direction. We'll clear that out. Finish off some missions. And they want me to clear out one that's over here. Also, now we're starving, apparently. Because we have a barbarian ship. Let's send a swordsman this direction. Send the horseman into the city to heal for a little while. And send this horseman down this direction as well. See if you can find them. One turn away from getting an amphitheater, which is a little bit of extra culture generation for me. I would like to make Sofia a friend. Anyone who can give me free military units is a good one for me. Quebec City is actually an ally to me now. They're receiving some extra food. We get truffles and olives out of them. Rich vein in Berlin. A rich vein of blue marble was discovered at the quarry near your city. Your miners and masons have come to you to ask what you'd like to do with it. Get 67 gold and 10 turns of We Love the King Day in Berlin, or get 2 culture in the city for 26 turns, which translates into 52 culture overall. So is it better to get 52 culture or 67 gold and 10 turns of We Love the King Day? We Love the King Day. Remind me how that works. Increases growth. So we would get gold and growth in Berlin. I'm going to go for the culture because I'm actually doing pretty well on money right now. I'm actually going to purchase some sort of unit here, a ship. Droman should be fine. Build one here because I want to kill this galley because right now it is threatening all of my ocean food tiles, which is what the city kind of requires in order to grow. So that needs to be done. Everything else looks kind of okay for the moment. All right, next turn. He is very well. I'm not gonna provoke him, but he's mocking my weak army right now, which doesn't seem that weak. I mean, I did kind of just destroy an entire civilization. I don't know if you noticed. So, yeah, bombard. Okay, galley is dead. Good. Send the horses down this direction. There's the barbarian encampment. Found them. The Droman should be able to help actually take that down. So that's good. These guys will heal. Let's send my Atlas down here. We are building some more kunas, which would be good. More faith and science for me in the forests. We're working on a university now. We can take advantage of the great work of art, so let's do that. That should be worth a little bit of extra culture for me.
Of suspicion.
2, actually. It's worth 2 tourism and 2 culture. Now, not that 2 tourism is going to do much for me, but a little bit of extra culture can make it make a big difference over the course of the entire game. I don't know. Despite the fact that we have 6 cities, I mean, I'm feeling like we're in a weaker spot than we really ought to be at this point, but we'll see. I need my warmonger penalties to drift away. I knew that would be a risk, but we're going to try. Market day in Palenque, so we get extra gold for 20 turns. Nice. So the Atlant lists down here. Droman, go here and attack. Go here. And we managed to clear that out. That should make somebody happy. Who was it? I think it was Samarkand. So Samarkand is a lot happier with me. They are mercantile. These are maritime. I really want to make Sofia and Belgrade like me, though. That's going to be the big one. Okay, you go here, and swordsmen go here. I don't feel like I have that weak of a military, Suluman. I mean, I don't know what kind of military you've got, but I feel like it's reasonable. Can I get more gold than that? How about 8? 8 sounds good. 8 gold per turn for some sugar. So now we are generating 85 per turn. I definitely love going for a more scientific and economic focus in Civ 5. Oh gosh, the stupid bugs are back. They were fine for a minute, and now it's the archers that are all messed up. Does anyone understand this? Because I definitely don't. It's fine. New policy. Okay, I'm going to go for Merchant Confederacy. And the reason I'm going to go for this is it's extra gold from trade routes with city-states, but also I get influence per turn with a city-state that I have a trade route with. That is a passive influence booster. The more trade routes I have, the better. And I'd rather do it with city-states to get allies. Alternatively, I could go for informants, right? And I would get extra spies. Well, first off, we don't have spies yet, so that won't do a lot for me. But it would mean the printing press is extra good for culture. But again, I don't have the printing press. So we might as well go for this. Now, you might think I want to go for scholasticism because that will result in extra science based on the city-states. Well, first off, I only have 1 ally right now. I need to get more allies before scholasticism is really any use to me. And for that, Merchant Confederacy will help a lot. So I love that policy. That was one of the things I liked the most about the freedom ideology in the base game as a really, really powerful late-game ability. So I want to get that. I would also love to get, say, a trade ship or something and start trading with Belgrade, because that would be enough to possibly get an alliance with them. Oh, I forgot Kuala Lumpur is also my ally. Okay, we're doing all right with them then. I could also consider getting some emissaries pretty soon. Samarkand, for example, we can make them into an ally. Sofia still ticking up toward 20. They're at 12 right now. In about 5 or 4 turns or so, they'll be at their resting point. And that's when we would want to do things. But for now, I think we're okay. Religion founded. Portugal founded Catholicism. Okay. Samarkand just killed that barbarian. Well, that's great, but I kind of want to be able to take this camp and get the quest bonus, so please don't do that. Alright. Good, 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 good. Why don't you go to Cologne? You can just rest. All my units are now healed up. That's great. Again, is there anything I would want to do with my citadels, though? I mean, I could put a citadel, like, close to my city, and that would be a really good defensive position if I ever was worried about getting attacked. But I can always do that later. For now, I would want to use it only in a place that increases my borders in a good way, and I don't really see anything that would do that for now. My cities are producing a lot of research and culture for me, but not much else. I wish they would build things. At some point, I really do want to start annexing some stuff. If I wanted to annex Berlin, for example. I do have the technology that allows for courthouses, right? Yeah, I do. I got philosophy. Okay. Berlin. Alternatively, Hamburg did have a wonder. They got the Temple of Artemis. Council, walls, well. Berlin. Berlin and Hamburg both have equal numbers of troops. If I'm going to annex anything, it's going to be Munich, honestly. And I'm going to annex you now. Well, hang on. I think it's been long enough that you're not still in like a state of resistance, are you? No, you're just a regular puppet. Okay, annex the city. We're going to purchase the salt so I can get myself the global monopoly a little bit faster in Munich. Cancel that. Speed through a courthouse. Then work on a granary, and a monument, and a stoneworks, and a watermill. That's what I want for Munich. So in 4 turns, we can get rid of this extra unhappiness. We're actually doing very well on unhappiness anyway. Actually, if the unhappiness is that good, maybe I want to consider just annexing some more stuff. I could. But we'll wait on that until next time. Thank you all for watching. This has been Pravus. I do hope you enjoyed this video. If so, then be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And I, as always, will see you guys next time.